What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex here, and you're watching a Ragin Nation toy show. This is just a web series where we're talking about toys and collectibles that matter to me. This is episode number 16. The very first thing I want to do is say happy belated birthday to two very awesome people, and that is Alfonso from the Alfonso Nation, as well as Cameron from the Cam and Cam YouTube channel. They're huge fans of the Transformers live action movie franchise, and if you are a huge fan as well, you should head over to their channel and make sure you hit that subscribe button, because that'll be a very great gift to them for their birthday. And also go over to their latest video and just say happy belated birthday. That'll make them very, very happy. So thanks for being awesome, and happy birthday to both y'all. Alright, let's get on with this episode, and what we're going to talk about today is new toy reveals. And I'm sure you guys have already seen it. San Diego Comic-Con was last weekend, but we got two other conventions that are going on right now as we speak, and probably will be done by the time I'm done editing this video and upload it to YouTube. But anyways, Anime Comics Games Hong Kong is a convention that is happening right now this weekend in Hong Kong, as well as Summer Wonder Fest 2018 in Tokyo, Japan. And of course, Takara is at both conventions, and they got a lot of stuff to show off. So we're going to talk about that, but let's just go back in time and talk about San Diego Comic-Con, which happened last weekend. And there was the Bumblebee panel, as well as Hasbro. Hasbro having a booth at San Diego Comic-Con revealing what Shatter and Dropkick look like. We know what they look like in the movie, and that is from this reveal from Entertainment Weekly. But then we also got a look at the Studio Series toys for Dropkick, a deluxe class, as well as Bumblebee. Now, I just recently discovered the photo of what they look like on display at the San Diego Comic-Con booth for Hasbro just recently, a few days ago. And this is what the alt mode looks like. He's an Apache attack chopper. And it's a pretty good looking alt mode, actually. I have to say that looks pretty good. And now here he is as a robot mode, and I gotta say that the Studio Series official photo does look a lot better. This is probably another case of really bad posing, so it doesn't look as good as it does in photo, but I still think that if you can pose it really, really well, there's a potential for it to look really cool. But I still think it's a decent looking toy at face value, alright? And then Dengeki Hobby has revealed the some official looks at Bumblebee. Check out what Bumblebee looks like in his alt mode, and it looks really good. Like, this is a really good looking alt mode. It kind of makes you want to buy two of them, because to display in the vehicle mode as well as the robot mode. Check out the robot mode. This is pretty good. I gotta admit that this is a good looking alt mode for deluxe class, and check him out with the battle mask on. So also very good. Now you see that he's got the arm cannon as well as a blade on his other arm. All right. Now another thing that I missed out was the Shatter. I think this is a one-step changer of some kind, but it's a it doesn't really say, but it changes in 7 steps. So I can't say that it's a one-step changer. So it's definitely one of the gimmicky toy lines, like with the simpler transformations. But anyways, this is what he looks like as a robot mode, and just below it is the jet mode. And Bumblebee also has a similar type of toy as well, where he's right beside it. And let's just take another closer look at it. It looks pretty ugly. Let's be completely honest here. It does look ugly, but at least it gives you an idea of what he looks like in a toy form, or rather a robot mode. He's got the the car parts on the chest, but he's still a jet, right? So we know what that's all about. He's a triple changer, but that's a weird looking head. It doesn't really look like the way she looks in that Entertainment Weekly reveal. Here's the box of it. It does change in 7 steps. So it's a simpler transformation. But like I said before, you see the car parts on the chest, but then he's definitely a jet, because that's what he transforms into. That's what she transforms into, rather. There's another close-up shot while in the box, and there's another close-up shot of the actual jet, and there's the actual jet on display. Now, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the one of the Seekers. I think that's Starscream in either Energon or Armada, but like, it's got the same kind of engine configuration on the top, so that's what it reminds me of. Anyways, so there you have it for San Diego Comic-Con. Those were all the reveals that I didn't talk about in my previous Ragin Nation Toy Show episode, but there is Dropkick and Shatter on display, and that is what they look like. for their toys. One of them is a 7-step changer, and the other one is a deluxe class. Now, also in the studio series, we got reveals, official looks at from Dengeki Hobby of the KSI Sentry, and this is the Pagani Huayra that was a Stinger in the alt mode. But then, of course, the robot mode is going to look very, very different. And what is up with that chest? Is it supposed to be like that? Maybe it really is, but in this photo, it doesn't look that great. I mean, there's like this big black spot on the upper part of his chest. That's a little bit weird to me, but maybe that was mistransformed or not. I'm not really sure, but still, I'm gonna get this guy. And here's also Starscream. Now, there's already Starscream in the studio series. This one's just repainted more to reflect a more accurate look for his Revenge of the Fallen alien tattoos, like Cybertronian tattoos. I don't even know why he even has that in the beginning. Like, why does he even have that? Why does he need to have that? But anyways, it's there. So for fans of Revenge of the Fallen, fans of Starscream, and if you really want this version, it's there. All right, another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is these Jada die-cast metals, Hollywood rides. These die-cast metal, I think 1/32 scale vehicles that they have. Well, they have the license for Transformers. They had the license for Transformers last night. Now they have the license for G1 in the previous movie. And now we have Optimus Prime as a Peterbilt and also the flat nose cab from G1. And oh man, look at that. That's something I gotta have. Like, I gotta have that because that will really complete my collection. As well as this one right here. Look at this. This is fantastic. And from what I understand, they also have the what do you call it? The Bumblebee coming out. So that's going to be really exciting to have them side by side. You're going to have like a G1 thing going on there. So that's really cool that Jada is expanding beyond Transformers last night. What I would really love to have is for them to make a Lockdown and also a Stinger. That would be really, really cool. Anyway, so like I said before, this weekend is Anime, Comics, and Games Hong Kong, and there was a sneak peek on their Facebook page, on the Mass Toys Alliance Facebook page, for their new 18-inch figure from their Transformers line. Right now they have Optimus Prime and Megatron, which was recently released, and then here is the teaser image for Soundwave. They are making Soundwave, and finally it was revealed at Anime, Games, Comics Hong Kong, and there is 18 inches. Check this out. There's Soundwave right there with his G1 look. And it's got more of that, I forget which comic it was, IDW or Dreamwave, but it's got more of that comic book look. He's definitely very, very bulky. I mean, Soundwave was always kind of bulkier, but it's got that kind of stylized look where he's more imposing. So it's very, very cool. And you can eject his cassette out. Like, when you push the button, it actually pops out. And I'm not sure what the actual scale is of that cassette, but it could be like a full-size cassette. And if it is, that's really cool. Check out the legs, very, very bulky, very big. And this is of course, his laser cannon that also doubles as a shoulder cannon, which also in the original G1 toy doubles as a battery. And there are the buttons on the waist, and Laserbeak sits on top of them. And what's really, really awesome is that Laserbeak actually is an actual transformer. It's not just, just an action figure toy. It actually transforms into a cassette. And you can see right there, the wings can actually fold into becoming a cassette. And it actually can sit over on his shoulder. So that's really, really cool. I already have Optimus Prime. I have Megatron. And it would only make sense for myself to add to my collection this Soundwave, because if you ask me what my favorite G1 character is, or G1 Decepticon is, it's definitely Soundwave. So that's a must get. And which makes me wonder what's going to be the next one. What's going to be the fourth character in this crazy huge line that they're making. So I wonder. Moving on, let's talk about another reveal that was made at Anime, Comics and Games Hong Kong, and that is the reveal of the Optimus Prime toy. It's a Voyager class toy for Bumblebee, because from what I understand, there's going to be a cameo appearance from Optimus Prime. It could be just a voice or a hologram, or he might even just roll out as a vehicle form. But in any case, there is an Optimus Prime toy for Bumblebee, and it's going to be a Voyager class. And it is very familiar to us because there's the evasion mode Optimus Prime, which was released from Age of Extinction. Looks like they're doing the same thing, giving it a G1 repaint. But not only that, the gun is different. The gun it's got a different look to it, a very, very different look. And not only that, it's got the head, which apparently has interchangeable looks, so that you can get the face mask on, as well as where you can see his lips. Right, here's the box for it. Like I said, it's a Voyager class. This is the Takara box. That's why it's got all this Japanese on it. And another thing that's a physical difference on it is its legs. I'm not really sure exactly how it's different, but from what I've read previously, they have done some things different to the legs, and also the shoulders. The shoulders have have like a bulkier look to it. Because the previous one didn't actually have that shoulder padding. If you look right here, it has that shoulder padding. It just makes it look so much better with that. And you know, I actually have a number of the evasion modes. There's so many different versions and repaints of it, but I have like pretty much all of them, except for this really, really limited version. But I'm not even going to go into that. But this is another version to add onto my collection, and this one looks really, really good. And I love this this silver and chrome torso that it has. It's such a good look. It just feels really G1, and that's what they're looking for. Here are the features, which show you the battle mask with and without. And there he is again with an upper body shot, and it just looks really, really good. Now, moving over to Japan, we got Summer Wonderfest 2018. Takara has their booth there. They're obviously promoting Bumblebee. And over there, they got more things to display, such as like a mix of all types of products, such as Movie the Best line, Masterpiece, the Legend series, as well as these Disney Mickey Mouse Transformers, and as well as we got Bumblebee stuff going on here. And check out this Masterpiece Ironhide. That should be coming out pretty soon. And these are the two mass toys, I forgot. Toys Alliance Mega Action Series. There's the Optimus Prime and Megatron. I now have them both, and I just talked about the Soundwave. So very, very cool. And then here is a collection of the Studio Series line, and that is pretty much the complete collection so far, minus with the addition of some new ones, as well as minus the that Thundercracker that was just really a repaint of Nitro Zeus. But anyways, there they are. And here is a diorama. They always put nice dioramas together. These were photos taken by my brother, who was actually there. And there is the Jetfire and Buster Prime put together in the Movie the Best line. Now, this is a really great line if you're into the movies, but the Studio Series really tops that. But this is really the only way to get Jetfire if you missed out on the Revenge of the Fallen version. Anyways, there's another shot of the diorama. And finally, ending off, this could be like a holy grail for those that can afford it. Prime One Studios just revealed that one of their next releases for the Transformers live-action movie line is a Jet Power Optimus Prime, which is Optimus Prime combined with Jetfire at the end of Revenge of the Fallen. Wow, what an amazing piece! Like holy cow! I don't even want to know how much this thing is going to cost, but like if you're going to save up for anything that's Prime One Studios, if you're a fan, save up for this one. This looks like the definitive Transformers live action movie character statue to get. Like it looks amazing. Like forget getting the other ones because there's so many different characters that they put out. This is really, really definitive. Not only that, they also got Sentinel Prime, which also looks really, really great. But I got to put my money on this one. I mean, I won't ever be able to save up for that because I'd rather save up on other things. but if I did have the extra disposable income, hopefully this is like 1,000 at most. That's something I would totally get. But where am I going to put it? Really, where am I going to put it? I don't know, because I'd have to put that behind a really, really nice glass display case because nobody's touching this one, okay? Anyways, that's all I got to say in this episode. We just talked a lot about a whole bunch of toy reveals and how I feel about them. There's a lot of stuff that I really want to get. I'm pretty much getting everything that I talked about except for that 7-step changer Shatter. I'm waiting for, like, if they put out a better version. This Jet Power Optimus Prime from Prime 1 Studios is something that you know, is way out of my budget, but it's always going to be on the back of my mind. But there's a lot of wonderful things that are coming out. What are some of the top things that you would want to get that I talked about? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'm excited about all these releases. I mean, this is just such an exciting time during convention season because we just had so many conventions, so many reveals, and they're just putting a lot of really great merchandise out there. So I'm really pumped for it. I'm also pumped for the new Bumblebee movie, and we're going to talk more about that in the what's that web series called? The TF movie show. That I got a couple more episodes coming out about that. And there you have it. That's all I got to say in this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it and you want to see more, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation, also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.